Hey friends, it's Natalia and I have some delicious spring recipes to share with you today. I'm including an appetizer, a main course, and 2 desserts. We're going to start off with our appetizer. It's a carrot-shaped cheese ball by Deliciously Marta, and the ingredients are 16 ounces of cream cheese, a 1/4 cup of bacon bites, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, a 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and 1 tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. Can you say that word? And a 1.5 cups of a Mexican blend shredded cheese. I got the finely shredded cheese and a bunch of parsley. So basically, this is so easy to make, guys. You get softened cream cheese, like you let it sit out for a while, and with your hand mixer, you just put in all the ingredients, with the exception of the shredded cheese. And then you just refrigerate the mix for about 30 minutes. After that, you're going to get some wax paper or parchment paper and just scoop your mix on top of it, and you're going to roll it into like a carrot shape. I use my hands at first to just kind of form it into the initial shape, and then you roll it around kind of like in a cone shape and just get it to look like a little carrot. It's so cute. I would love for you to subscribe to my channel. If you're enjoying this video or any of the other videos I've posted, go ahead and hit that like button and then subscribe and turn on your bell notifications so that you know whenever I post new videos. I served this up that night. We had community group at our house and it was a hit. It just has a really good flavor, guys. The bacon is key. It makes it like smoky. It's really, really good. And you can serve this with veggies or with crackers, pretzels, different options. So I just think this is a really easy way to create a piece that like stands out and it just tastes good. So here is where I think this makes the dish because it looks so cute. I got a toothpick and I just poked some holes on the top of the carrot or the cheese ball and just got some parsley. You don't want Italian parsley, you want the curly parsley. And so you put that in and it just looks so adorable when you put it together. It really does look like a little fresh carrot. So again, a really cool piece to entertain with. And now to the main course. It's a lemon garlic chicken with roasted bell pepper and potato hash. So this is actually a recipe that I got from a meal kit service. It's called EveryPlate. My sister-in-law told us about it, and so she gave us this code to try one out. And no, this is not sponsored. This is just me trying out. I've never done a meal kit before, and EveryPlate is actually, I've priced them all out, and EveryPlate seems to be like the cheapest. So this is like the packaging that it comes in. You get to choose a day of the week that you want it delivered, and it gives you all of the ingredients that you need, so you don't need to go to the store for anything, which is really cool. I got 3 meals out of my box, and it was actually, they gave me a little bit extra, I feel like, for some of the produce. I had some left over, but these are the recipes that I had picked for the week, and I really wanted to try out the lemon garlic chicken. It was really, really good. I will say, however, that I feel that these servings are really, really small. I'm used to larger pieces of chicken breast and things like that. So I feel like it was very small portions. But, if you're looking at your diet changing or something like that, trying not to eat as much, it is a great option. I picked the 3 meals for a family of 4. They didn't have 5, which is what I have, but I made it work, and I made a couple of extra side dishes for the littles. Here you see me putting all of these potatoes into the oven. I added some of the Italian seasoning that came with it, and you want to go ahead and put these in the oven and cook them first because potatoes take a little bit longer, and then you add in the diced peppers. Here I'm working on the vinaigrette that's going to go over the chicken. I grabbed some of the Dijon mustard that came with the kit, some fresh garlic, and you want to get juice from a whole entire lemon, 1 teaspoon of Italian seasoning, 1 teaspoon of sugar, and 2 tablespoons of olive oil. You also season these with salt and pepper and mix them really, really well. After your 10 minutes are over on the potatoes, you want to add your bell peppers. I used 2 entire bell peppers for this and just mix them in to get all the flavors coming in together. So for the chicken, you add some salt and pepper and some Italian seasoning to both sides. I wish I would have actually filleted these chicken breasts because I feel like they didn't cook as well as they could have if they were a little bit thinner. They were small but thick, if that makes sense, thicker. So definitely fillet them. But after that, you season them. You want to put the vinaigrette on top. I also did not mention that I added some lemon zest to this to really kick in those flavors. And then just put a few slices of lemon on top of the chicken. So you do bake this all in one sheet, which is amazing, and it was really, really good. The flavors, the lemon is just perfect for spring and summer. I loved it. Now we're moving on to dessert with some ice cream cake. I've been making this recipe for, I don't know, over 10 years already. And it's very simple. You use some Cool Whip, a big tub of Cool Whip, and then you also get some ice cream sandwiches. This time around I used M&M ice cream sandwiches because it was Lucas's birthday. So I did the whole M&M theme, but you can do this however you want. The first time I made this, I actually used some crushed up Heath bar and caramel syrup, and it was so good. But I've also made this with Oreos, with Chips Ahoy, with Reese's Pieces, Snickers, you name it. You can customize this. It's amazing and everybody loves it. So you start off with your ice cream sandwiches. These M&M ice cream sandwiches are a little bit thicker than the regular ones, so I was kind of running out of space, but I made it work. You can use a 9x13, I believe, on this also, but you can cut up for all the little gaps that you get. You can cut up your ice cream sandwiches. And then after that, you put in a layer of Cool Whip, a nice thick layer, and after the Cool Whip you add in your candy or your toppings, your cookies, or whatever it is that you want to use. I like using some caramel syrup and some chocolate syrup, and then after that you do another layer of ice cream sandwiches, and then after that another layer of Cool Whip, and then you do your final topping on the top, drizzle, you know, sprinkles and caramel, I mean, you name it, and it'll look so cute. Lucas requested this for his 11th birthday, and everybody loved it, and he loves it. So it's an awesome dessert, guys. After you're done making it all cute and pretty, you could put it in the freezer. I like to put it in overnight. I think you could put it in for about 8 hours if you're doing it same day, but I like to do it overnight. It's just better to do it the night before. When you're ready to serve it, you thaw it out for about 15 to 20 minutes. If you guys make this, you gotta let me know how you did it and how it turned out. I saved the best for last with this strawberry cake by Mama Emily's. Very simple ingredients. You just get a box of white cake mix, a package of strawberry jello, 3 tablespoons of sugar, some 3 tablespoons of all-purpose flour, a cup of water, a half a cup of canola oil or vegetable oil, and 2 large eggs at room temperature. You also want to get some strawberries, a cup of finely chopped strawberries, which you see me chopping up right here. And Caleb, you know, he wanted to participate because this boy loves strawberries. Actually, all my kids love strawberries. Alright, so in a large bowl, you're going to get your cake mix, your gelatin, the sugar, and the flour. So you mix that up, you add your water, the oil, and the eggs, and then you want to beat this on low speed for about 30 seconds, and then beat it on a medium for 2 more minutes. After this, you want to fold in the chopped strawberries. Listen guys, I've never been like a really big fan of like strawberry desserts, but this takes the cake, no pun intended, or maybe it was. But it is so good. I cannot believe how good it was. So after you mix all the ingredients together, you want to get your cake pans. I believe these are 8 or 9-inch pans. You want to put some parchment paper underneath and grease it up real good, and just pour it into your pans, and you want to bake it for 25 to 30 minutes at 350 degrees. Okay, so while that was finishing up baking and cooling off, you want to make sure your cakes are completely cooled. You want to work on the frosting. So for the frosting, you need a 1/2 cup of butter softened and a 1/2 cup of crushed strawberries. I use this tool that I got from Pampered Chef. It works really well for like ground beef and mashed potatoes, but it also worked really well to crush the strawberries. So I use that to crush the strawberries, and then you want about 4.5 to 5 cups of confectioner sugar or powdered sugar. And you're gonna go ahead and whip up the butter first, and then after you do that, you add in the strawberries. Now guys, when I tell you that this frosting is good, I mean it is good. Like, you can taste the fresh strawberries. It's not too sweet. It's just amazing. So I went ahead and started off with a cup of the powdered sugar, and then like slowly added it all in. At first I thought it was a little too thick, so I wasn't quite sure about it. So you'll see me add in a little bit of milk, but honestly, I probably shouldn't have, because it actually came out a little bit thinner than I wanted, but it's a really just amazing and fresh. This recipe is definitely a keeper, and it's one that I'll probably be making every Easter. I mean, who am I if I don't get a taste off of them beaters? Alright, so it's time to frost the cake. I got some parchment paper and I put a few sheets underneath the first layer of cake. I put this on a cake stand that I have, so it looked really pretty. But remember how I told you that the frosting was a little bit too thin? I think I shouldn't have added the milk, so don't do that, because it kept on sliding. The top layer kept on sliding off. So yeah, don't do that. Just do exactly what the recipe says, and it'll come out amazing. It didn't look so pretty because, you know, it was a little runny, but this frosting, once it gets refrigerated, it has like that soft little like crust that it forms on the outside, and it's like super soft on the inside. Amazing, guys, so good. Alright friends, that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Have a happy Easter, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!